Trish Soller. It's about a normal boy named Travis that attends high school like every other normal boy would. He had a girlfriend named Paige. He had his own car, room, and other things. And ever since Travis left to be a Marine without the approval of his dad, his younger brother Brian has taken everything from him.
Like in the quote, it says, he gets it, I have it, he wants it, he gets it, he ruins it. When he comes back from the war in Afghanistan, everything was left the way he left it. But he knows he has to face the problems that he has to do with being in war for so long. Another challenge is having to put up with his brother being in a relationship with his ex-girlfriend Paige and having to deal with all the family problems that are going around. The idea of being presented for reading this book because it's a book we can all relate to. We should be able to read whatever we find interesting, because if one cannot enjoy reading a book over and over again, there is no use of reading it at all. We believe that if you prevent someone from reading a book that you are not letting them challenge themselves.
The book is important to us. Yes, it has a little bit of something for everyone to enjoy. It has action, romance, and realism. Also, it tells us how young men struggle in being a Marine and their life experience battling for their country. We feel like this book is very easy to relate to because it's about a normal boy who went to high school like any other person would and decided to go to the Marines, but his dad didn't support him in joining the Marines. The reason is because his dad wanted for his son to have a professional football career, but his son did not want that. We feel like most teenagers have gone through something similar to this situation. We think everyone should consider reading this book because it's a book everyone can relate to and not be alone. Also because it gives us an insight from the life of a Marine. It tells a bit of how a Marine struggles to get back to his life when he comes home.
Asked by these young ladies to talk about my experience in the Marines and also going to war and what happened when I came back. I was in ROTC in high school, so which meant that they paid for me to go to college, after which I had a commitment to go into the service. I was in Naval ROTC, but I went into the Marines. And after officers training school, I went straight into active duty, which meant that I had to go straight to Vietnam. I was not ready for this. I was young. I was 21. I saw some horrible things. I saw young men die. I just saw things that people should not see. And after 2 years of this, I came home. Took a long time to psychologically prepare myself for not only what I've seen, but some of the terrible things that I had also done. But that's war. When you're in war, you try to stay alive. And what I did was try to bring my men home and bring myself. Not proud of it, but I was serving our country and doing what had to be done. It's not something I talk about a lot, but I think I was one of the fortunate ones. In the fact that I think although I was wounded psychologically after counseling and stuff, I got myself together. A lot of my fellow brothers in arms did not. A lot of them never have gotten it together. But I'd just like to end this by saying that war is an ugly, ugly, ugly thing. But it's a necessary thing. The price of freedom is not free. And if I had to do it again for this country, I would. Thank you.
I thought the military would have matured you, Dad says, when she left. But you're the same disrespectful little punk you were before you left. I grabbed the front of his shirt in my fist. It takes a little punk no effort at all to pull him towards me. He looks scared, and he should be, because there's not much in this world more frightening than a pissed off grunt. You know what I was doing at 6 o'clock this morning? Sitting in the kitchen with Mom, who waited all night for you to come home. So don't fucking talk about respect to me. Do it. Sleep with my girlfriend. Why did you sleep with my girlfriend? You get everything, Travis, he says. What exactly do I have that you haven't taken, right? I ask, you hang out with all my friends, drive my car, and steal my girlfriend while I'm in Afghanistan. What more do you want from me? I have nightmares that keep me up all night. You're fucking welcome to those. Ryan doesn't say anything for a moment. He just looks at the floor, but when he looks at me, his face is still hard. I can't take one more thing, he says. You can tell Harper or I will. Shit, he's gone when I'm alone. Yeah, if he knows I'm lying, Process doesn't mention it. Listen, he says, I just wanted to let you know that Leonardo volunteered you to bomb dog school. Me? I deflate a little. It's not like my plan for doing the wrecking course was set in stone, but training to be a bomb dog handler isn't something I've ever considered. He asked me to recommend someone. Process says, I choose you because you'll do your job good, and I think it could help you.
And this is my twin brother Daniel. Pleasure. Shouldn't be banned just cause it's got violence and sex and war. I believe this is a good book for teenagers to read because they're exposed to this every day. We grew up with the Iraq and Afghanistan, with the war in Iraq and Afghanistan. Once again, we are now going to talk about why it should be banned. We're going to flip it up. I think it should be banned because teenagers do not need to be exposed to this kind of war. Let's face it, war is how people die, and maybe their older brother or older sibling or aunt or uncle was in war and they died, and you just don't, and maybe that's why they just banned it, because they don't want people's feelings to be hurt.